Hey, all right. Welcome back down here to Bugs Buddy 4 is doing some non-knife work for the last week or two. Finished up the gun stock. It came pretty good. The guy was thrilled with it. I was really impressed with it. Might have to look through some of mine and see if there's anything I could do to them. But anyway, finished dredging out the mud on the pond. After that ordeal, that took 2.5 weeks. The pond's been there for about 20 years, but after the flood of 2016, it really filled up with a lot of muck and debris. So some places it was over 50 some inches thick of mud. So dredged that all out and I pumped it up onto the island, which next year I'm going to put a couple tomato plants up there and see how that works in that good mud and fish nutrient rich soil mud muck that came out of that pond. But anyway, so now I got to work on a filter. So I've been working on a filter, and what I did is I took a 50-gallon drum I had, drilled some holes in it, put some valves. This is going to be the inlet. This is actually going to be a pressure overflow. And for the filter housing, the filter itself, I got two 5-gallon buckets, drilled them out, zip tied them together. And I had some, I don't know if you can see them, it's the little fuzzy balls that they put in filters instead of sand. So I had a couple bags of them, but I only put them in the bottom because I do have holes in the lid separating the two buckets, but I didn't want the balls coming out to overflow back to the pond. So they're zip tied all together, put some metal brackets to hold them, and then the lid, I put a 2-inch outlet. So this basically is going to be a gravity outflow pump filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap beach towel that I got off of Amazon, 6 of them for $33. I'm going to wrap it around the outside of this. This is going to go in here. The water is going to come in the bottom. It's going to swirl around here and be forced through the beach towel, through the other filters, out this, and then out the top, back to the pond. So this valve is in case I get too much pressure in the drum, I can open this whatever I need it and relieve some of the pressure, or I could choke off some of the pressure going in with the valve at the bottom. I don't think I'll have an issue with the pressure. I got a 1600 gallon per hour pump, and that's at max flow at 0 feet. So this will probably be pumping up about 5 feet ahead. So it'll probably be close to like 1,300 gallons an hour. But here's the pump. I did put a screen on it. The reason I went with a submersible is I don't have to worry about a check valve. If we lose power, pump shuts off, power comes back on, pump comes back on, gets the pump and doesn't burn up the pump. Put a nice long hose on it, sit it on there with a radiator clamp. That way I don't have to screw too much with unscrewing everything. And my thoughts is this should turn over the pond, if I did the math right, which I'm sure I didn't. But the pond should probably be 390,000 gallons. So with this rate pump about every 4 days, it should roll the pond completely 100% through that filter. Now, as far as cleaning the towels when they get dirty, they're just going to be zip tied around the buckets. The balls, they could come out, and I got an old cement mixer, believe it or not, that I just tilt. I put water in it with some dish soap. I just let that spin around on a little tilt, and believe it or not, it does clean everything really nice, really good. So I do have another bucket of balls. Like I said, I'm only using half of them, and they really do collect a lot of the dirt and muck that comes out through the water. My point of trying to do this is to get out a lot of the suspended solids. When I pumped that out, I mean, the water just went from semi-clear to just light colored chocolate milk. I mean, it's a mess. I know there's fish still alive because one swam up the leg of my shorts and scared the living you-know-what out of me when I was dredging. So I did my best impersonation to impression on how to walk across water until I got it out. But we're going to throw this in today. Once it gets up and running, I'll show you how it works. And hopefully within 2-3 months, that pond will be crystal clear. So, hey, get all your friends to get over there. Check out my YouTube videos. We got a lot of stuff going on. Once the pond is done, we're going to start the surface grinder swap out. That's going to be an interesting video. That's where I'm going to turn the surface grinder from a stone surface grinder into a belt surface grinder. So that's going to be an interesting video to watch as well. So, hey, y'all take care. Remember, my job the rest of the year is to entertain you. Your job is to, hey, make me famous. If you want to send some donations, y'all have a great day. Bye.